Number 32. What is the human lifespan? Psalms 90:10 says 70 to 80 years, but Genesis 6:3 says 120 years.
Yeah. Wow. So this is an interesting one, right? Because I'm getting close to some of these years here, not the 120, but a couple of the other ones there. I'm moving up on here a little bit, but. Yeah. So, I want to tell me, what's going on here.
120 years?
Yeah. I'll go with the 120. That's the one that I want.
Oh, okay. Right. Further away from heaven.
Yeah. He says this is the failure to read the text carefully. Right? That's what he says is going on here, right?
Yeah.
So in Psalm 90:10, it says what? You have that one pulled up there?
The years of our life are 70, and by reason of strength, 80. Yet their span is but toil and trouble. They are soon gone, and we fly away.
Yeah. So 70, and then if you're really tough, right, 80.
Yeah.
But then after that, it's out of here.
And it's not saying once you reach your 80th birthday, then it's Logan's Run and you get cut off right at the end.
Yeah. So this is a general principle, as with many of the passages, both in Proverbs and Acts.
Psalms.
Right. Yeah. I'm sorry, Proverbs and Psalms. They give us these various general principles.
Yeah. Genesis 6:3 says, "Then the Lord said, my spirit shall not abide in man forever, for he is flesh, for his days shall be 120 years."
Yeah.
So
that means that people were going to live 120 instead of the 70 or the 80. No, not so fast, he says, right? You need to read it carefully. So what he says is, rather than the 120 years listed here, there marks the time that the wicked humanity had left before God would destroy mankind with the flood.
This is Genesis 6.
Right.
Yeah.
This is Genesis 6. So it's before the flood. And God is saying, okay, there's only 120 years left, and then that's it. I'm going to cut off mankind. And, of course, Noah and his family will live. So the context clearly mentions, or at least indicates, that he's not talking about the length of life of each individual person. He's talking about when the flood will come.
Right. Well, and think about also, too, when this is written, how long did the patriarchs live? Hundreds and hundreds of years. So it just being shortened to 120 years is kind of not true within its own context.
Right. So that's the issue here. So we have 70, 80, that's in general, that's the idea. There's people that live a little longer than that now, and people that, so are we guaranteed 70 years or 80? Yeah. No, there are people that die before they get there, right? Yeah. So it's a general principle is the idea here. The idea that the psalmist is trying to communicate is that life, generally speaking, is short and difficult, right? That's what they're trying to get at here, right? So you might live 70, maybe 80, but it's still difficult, and then you're gone, right? And so the 120 here is talking not about the length of each individual person, or even in general principle, the life that we live, the length of the life, but it's talking about something totally different, right? So, this is clearly somebody didn't read very carefully here.
Right.
That's the issue here.